difference in the ratings when we see Magnus here with 3,231 against another candidate master, Jon Christian. Who wants to guess what flag that is?
Venezuela.
Yeah, I was also going to say Venezuela, but I'm not sure.
Colombia.
Colombia was about to say, but I'm not sure.
Either way, Magnus, the big favorite in this first game, and he is streaming, as we can see. So let's hear a little bit what he's saying.
That Peter, my current golf and chess coach, told let me know almost 22 years ago when he played the move, also in Spain in the Spanish league.
Okay, so Magnus explaining his opening choice here, David.
Yeah, and it looks counterintuitive, allowing bishop to hitting the rook earlier. But now, I think this is theoretical stuff, as Magnus says, after a trade of knights. The argument for Magnus is that this pawn is a bit of a target. If it ever advances, there would have been a block there. And, okay, we're seeing just a quick, easy development for both sides, and Magnus's opponent appears. This could be you, Jon Christian, CM, against the world number one.
But it's Alan, so not today.
Everyone loves Alan.
Yeah. I think White is spending a little bit much time already, or at least on the few opening moves. But he's sped up, which is nice.
This is a 15-year-old candidate master from Venezuela. That was the correct flag, so good job there. But yeah, just 15 years old. It's always a little bit scary to play against children, I feel like.
Yeah, especially when they're frozen on camera like that in such a concentrated pose. And okay, pawn sacrifice from Alan, allowing an exchange, and d2 was hanging, so black has won a pawn. No immediate consequences. The black knight holds everything together.
Rook d1, rook d7, getting a lot of activity, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. That looks very natural. It's your style, Jon Christian, to sacrifice pawns and to go for the opponent.
Well, when you're already one pawn down, why not two pawns? It's like go for the activity and try and create something. Maybe c3.
Mm-hmm. c3 also saving a pawn, stopping the black knight coming in would make a lot of sense. He drops his bishop back. That feels wrong, feels passive.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, when you sacrifice the pawn, as you said, retreat moves tend to not work out well.
For that was just ultimately a skill issue.
Ooh.
So here, I would say I've definitely equalized, and I'm a little bit better already. I think he has to make a move like bishop e2 here. Seems to me that if he plays h3, I can take, and then...
Oh, it sounds like maybe Magnus is talking about something that's already happened.
Mm-hmm.
But he was at least saying that he thinks his position he was equalized, and that seems pretty happy with his situation. And he has a small time advantage already, which, as we've been mentioning, when they don't have the increment, having extra time is worth a lot.
Yeah, it strikes me how Magnus is very good at this time format by playing quickly and not always perfectly, but good enough, let's say, but always quite quick, which is a huge strength in doing well in this tournament.
And he seems to be in a good mood.
Yeah, he's very happy. I think he's just relieved to have escaped against Hikaru with the draw earlier in the blindfold chess. He's glad he can actually see the board this time. But there are tricks in the air. That was a bit of a blunder from Alan. Unfortunately, the white rook would be hanging if the black knight was taken there. So we'll see an exchange, and Magnus has won a pawn again. He's back to a material advantage, but still some hard work to be done here. White is very, very active.
Yeah, it's a pawn up, but it's not so easy either way. I mean, the white rook is coming into the 7th rank and being very active, but I think Magnus is really strong at converting good positions. Like if he has small advantage, and as we can see he's 1 minute up on time, then I will give him the odds of winning this. They're really, really high.
Yeah. And especially because he can just keep the game going as long as possible. Oh, the second pawn drops, so maybe the game won't go on that long. I was going to say, if the queenside pawns disappear, those A and B pawns, if it's just on one flank, the knight is better than the bishop anyway. But why stop at a 1 pawn advantage when you can get 2? Knight forks are so tricky, especially on these back ranks.
Yeah, this is virtually resignable. I mean, with 2 pawns up in a rook game like this, it's just a forced a win for black. So technical win, perhaps.
Yeah.
Especially when it's Magnus handling the black pieces here.
And especially when the clock isn't going to be an issue. Magnus has so much time. If he had 20, 30 seconds left, we would be worried. But now he has enough time and a lot more time than his young 15-year-old opponent. But it must be cool to get to play against Magnus on the big stage in the first round.
Exactly. I am a bit surprised by Magnus's last move. He loves pushing pawns, the A and H pawns, to clamp down on the opponent's pawn structures. But he has left it a bit lonely, this pawn, especially while the black rook is tied down defending A7 on the other side. Magnus did look a bit frustrated with himself just there.
So if Magnus goes, rook b3 and then rook g3 and takes the g2 pawn, which is happening now. How is this endgame with 3 pawns against 2? How is it technically winning or?
Ooh, it feels very promising, especially with the white king totally cut off. But you've got to be a bit careful of stalemate ideas for now.
Yeah.
And maybe there's just no way to win either of the white pawns, and at some point black will have to allow the white king back. The white rook is stopping all the black pawns from moving. Magnus has let this slip slightly, that is for sure. The eval bar, the computer says a draw.
Yeah.
It's the best try, but with 2 extra pawns, even though he has an active rook, this shouldn't be.
Yeah, Magnus still talking about an earlier position when he had 2 extra pawns, so he doesn't have them anymore, and now he only has 1 extra pawn. But you can kind of see hear his disappointment in his voice anyway.
So let's say we remove the f4 pawn for white and the e6 pawn for black.
Ooh, he's trying for checkmate. He's going to allow rook takes pawn, and now he'll play e5 to get g5 with a checkmate. But wow, great play by Alan.
So if he takes on f4, then rook g6 is the draw.
Oh my god, Magnus has blundered. Pawn takes pawn on f4. White will give up his rook on g6. That's a beautiful spot, young Christian.
And he's laughing.
And he can't go e4 because of f5
Incredibly
or?
poor.
Oh my god, he's.
I think this is going to be a draw. That's a very surprising result in game 1.
Wow, miracle for Alan, who's actually up on time now. Magnus.
Yeah, Magnus, be
relax
careful.
I don't like now. I'm not even up on time, so how am I even trying to?
f5?
Magnus has got to be careful here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
so
well,
we'll find a way
how
to
am I
bail
even
out.
trying to flag him? Okay, this was less than ideal.
And I was praising him before about his technique and everything, and now we get this.
Try here, like I'm not remotely better.
Is Magnus trying to lose or?
Yeah, the
Wow.
white king could start marching
Now
up the board.
he's placing his pieces on some very suspicious squares, but ultimately I think he's still fine. Okay, if I can get this position with him to move,
Magnus has to speed up.
I can't do that.
Yeah, he's being too perfectionistic as well now.
Let's
He has
see
30
if
seconds
he-
left.
Magnus wants the king to go back. He said he wants that position with the rook on g7 with white to move. White would then have to give
He
up
goes
his
for
pawn.
that. Oh wow. Okay,
King e2.
Ooh,
it's a poor pre-move.
he's making progress.
He's really making a mess of this, but it's still a draw by quite a decent margin.
Yeah, White's king is going to be quick enough to get to its pawn. Just in time.
Oh, and look at 15-year-old Alan.
Oh.
King g4.
Why did he not go king g5 closer to the white pawn?
Where's the win though? What is the winning move here?
And Magnus has 12 seconds.
Magnus needs to move.
He also didn't find it.
It's a funny position.
Oh, now he can make a queen.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, this is getting very dangerous.
This is very
Magnus
out
might
of hand.
lose now on time.
Check.
Queen d4, and I cannot play. Oh
Oh,
boy, that should be a bad move.
8 seconds, Magnus. You need to speed up. Oh, he could have won the black queen by
Really
bringing his
strong
rook
time.
back to e6 there.
Oh no.
Magnus
God.
is winning, but 7 seconds. He needs to keep checking. He needs.
He's getting flagged.
Oh, just take that rook.
No,
Alan
I'm
should be
checking
taking
him
black's
now.
rook. Now it's going to be checkmate.
Easy.
Magnus gets it just in time. 2 seconds.
Very easy.
Oh no.
Poor
Oh,
Alan.
tragedy.
Oh,
There
look
you
at
go.
Alan.
Oh no.
Smooth game.
Poor Alan. I don't know if his camera's frozen or if he's just heartbroken.
Oh, God.
I think he's just heartbroken.
Magnus got out of jail there.
That's
Oh
what you get.
no. Oh, that
That's
was
what you get on
the
the stream.
chance of a lifetime.
Oh, wow.
Look at Magnus just digesting whatever the hell happened.
Gotta
here.
be a little bit faster, a little bit stronger.
Too smug, Magnus. Too smug.
And